The woman at the center of a 3-year-old controversy admits in court that she was driving the vehicle that struck and killed Barry Moss in Evans.
Gabriele Ballotte entered a guilty plea in state Supreme Court. Ballotte was always considered the prime suspect, and police were determined to have their day in court. 7 Eyewitness News reporter Ed Riley has the latest.
It's been a long time coming to get here. Yeah, we just want to thank everybody involved from the bottom to the top of our hearts.
Reaction after Gabriele Ballotte enters a guilty plea in state Supreme Court in connection with the December 2013 hit-and-run death of 52-year-old Barry Moss.
A vindication for the family, vindication for the community, and vindication for the police department.
The accident happened along Route 5 in the town of Evans when Ballotte's SUV hit Moss as he walked along the road with a bicycle.
She felt a scraping sound and did not expect, nor I don't think any of us would, to be hitting a bicycle or scraping a bicycle in the middle of a dark, foggy night.
Evans police quickly found Ballotte's damaged SUV in Dunkirk, but proving that Ballotte was behind the wheel turned out to be very challenging. Ballotte refused to talk with police, and a grand jury failed to indict her due to lack of evidence.
It just made our resolve stronger to not give up and move forward.
But a break came earlier this year when investigators charged Ballotte's friend Lynn Leitner with lying to a grand jury about Ballotte's actions.
That sort of was a turn the tide in the case.
Vehicular manslaughter and leaving the scene charges were then filed against Ballotte, but a deal was arranged allowing Ballotte to plead guilty to felony leaving the scene of an injury accident.
This plea was offered with the full support of Barry's family.
Gabriele Ballotte will be sentenced on December 20th.
Leaving him there was what caused him to die. Had she stopped, he may have lived.
This monument, located on Route 5 in Evans, will remain. It is a reminder of the crime that took the life of Barry Moss. And coming up at 6 o'clock, we'll take a closer look at some of the lessons that were learned through this investigation. In Evans, Ed Riley, 7 Eyewitness News.
Okay, thank you, Ed.
7 Eyewitness News legal analyst Florina Altschiller joins us now. Florina, question for you regarding the sentencing. Before this plea deal came in, potentially Ballotte was going to be facing up to 15 years. Now could be facing, what, a year in prison?
She was facing up to 15 years for manslaughter if convicted at trial of manslaughter. That was dismissed, and now she's facing anywhere from 1 year to possibly as much as 4.
That's such a difference.
That is, and that's normal with plea bargaining. There's a number of factors that may be considered in determining whether or not to give somebody a better deal.
What were some of those factors in this case, you think, Florina?
So in this case, it was rather unusual that she was indicted after a second grand jury. There was a motion to dismiss because of the unusual circumstances. That motion was denied, but she had absolutely every right to appeal. As part of this plea deal, she waived her right to appeal, which means that she's not going to now essentially re-argue whether or not the indictment was proper. And that could have kept this case open for years beyond just the trial conviction.
All right, good information. Interesting. Thank you very much, Florina.
Absolutely.
Also in court today,